What's up, everybody? It's your boy DCC. Welcome in the Hater Nation. How y'all doing out there, guys? We are gonna get into talking about how to read defenses and what's important with reading defenses and how you can kind of tell. All right. But before we do, this is DC's Coaching Corner. Welcome. If you new, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Turn on that bell so you never miss a Coach's Corner. We're definitely giving out tips. If you want me to, I will run through some of your film to tell you what mistakes I'm seeing that you may not even notice. I love breaking down film. We are going to do stuff like that as well. Just hit if you want to get up with me through the Discord. Link will be in the description. Trying to get that up on my channel, but just go ahead and hit that and join the Discord, and we can talk about Madden and things like that. As well, we're trying to get this video to 10 likes. Okay, if I give you some information that you love, that you can use, then hit that like button for your boy. All right, so let's go ahead and get into how to read defenses and what is important with reading defenses. There are three main components. Number one, formation. Number two, position. And number three, that secret sauce that I call tendencies. Understanding the metas, understanding what people do, understanding how they do it, is all going to be tied into the defense. Okay, yes, you're going to run into multiple different people doing multiple different things, but people kind of stay around the same things as far as tendencies. With man-to-man, they press. Okay, coverages, they tend not to. Now, sometimes you will see people press in a cover three. If you see them physically press, odds are that they're probably running a coverage, but that goes into tendencies as well. Now, so let's start at the top. Formation. Why is formation important? Because certain formations have certain rules and certain things that they don't do, or certain defenses are not even in them. So if we look at the 4-6, the 4-4, the 5-2, and the 3-4 bear, they don't even come with a cover 4. So if you see two deep high safeties, they're either in a 2-man under or they're in a cover 2 or something like that. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is the cover 4 drop. Now, people in tendencies do not call cover 4 quarter. You just don't see it a lot because it's a terrible defense. And if you do, there's about 8 million beaters for it. It's not even worth putting up a beater for a cover 4 block palm. It's just because they match, and sometimes the guy will match late. And if he matches late, he can get beat over the top. All right. So his cover 4 drop is going to be the important one, but it only comes out of like 7 formations, I believe. 7. So let's talk about the 7 they come out of. Really easy, and I'll put it at a bulletin point. But they come out of the 3-4 odd, the nickel 2-4-5 odd, the nickel 3-3-5 odd, the dollar sugar, the dime 1-4-6, and the quarter. Okay, that is the only formations you're going to find a cover 4 drop out of. If they're not in those formations, you know they're probably not even running cover 4 at all. You're either going to see cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, or a man up version, or they're going to be blitzing out of those. Okay, so the first thing the second thing we're going to talk about is position, and position is important when you're talking about formations and reading formations. So we'll go to 4-6 bear under, and we'll call the cover 2. Like I said, it doesn't have a cover 4, so we'll call the cover 2 press. It doesn't really matter, and we'll just go random play. So what I want you to see is you see the 2 deep high safeties immediately. Okay, when I'm reading the defense, I look at the line. I see 3 down linemen. All right, I see 1, 2, 3 linebackers, and then I see 2 deep high safeties. Now, 2 deep high safeties that spread far apart usually means nickel. But when we talk about position, if you see, they're 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Very important to know that means it's a bear and not a nickel. All right, so when we go up, we're going to look at the DBs. They're pressed. Normally they press in man situations. They could press in the cover 2 if they're calling a cover 2 press, but then it goes into tendencies and understanding that they're calling a cover 2 press. They're not pressing because it's man. All right, so let's look at the next defense that is a little bit different. We'll talk about position here. Let's go into the 3-4 odd, and we'll call the cover 4 drop show 2. We'll just go random play. All right, so as you can see here in the 3-4 odd, they are backed off about 12 yards and they're a little bit closer. Okay, looking at the two deep high safeties. So when I read it, I normally read the line. I see 3 linebackers. I see 3 down linemen. I see 4 linebackers. I see 2 deep safeties on the out and they're pushed back. And I see the 2 guys in the middle, and I know it's a 3-4 odd. Odds are I'm going to think, okay, this is probably a cover 4 because it looks more like a cover 4. Okay, could be cover 2 because it is a cover 4 drop show too. Okay, so let's look at the third defense, and then we'll get into showing you how quick you can read defense. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the dollar. And we'll call the cover 4 drop contain. We'll go random play, doesn't really matter. All right, so if you look at the positioning of the 2 deep high safeties, once again, they're about 14 yards off and they're spread wide. That immediately lets me know, boom, I see this as a dime, or I'm sorry, see this as a dollar. Instantly lets me know that it's either a dime, a dollar, a quarter, a nickel, because they're backed off about 12 yards. All about positioning. I see that the 2 outside corners, are about 7 to 8 yards off. So this immediately gives me visual on positions that I'm looking at for it. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go random play on the defense, and we're gonna read. If you want to, you can read along with me, see if you can read it faster than I can. All right, so let's go gun. We're gonna call something a little bit more uniform. I'm gonna call the gun spread. Okay, so what I see 4 down linemen, I see 2 linebackers, I see 1 deep high safety. My thought process is actually I didn't talk about this. This is a 3-4. All right, yes, I see 4 down linemen, but I want you to look at one of those linemen. He's almost turned to the inside. Okay, that lets me know he's a linebacker when I pick it up. Now, first you may think big nickel over G, but if he is turned into the inside, and we'll highlight him here. If he's turned to the inside like that, that means that he's a linebacker, but he's on the line. Okay, he's not got his hands up. He's a linebacker on the line. So this is probably a 3-4 cub or a 3-4 even, or some version of the 3-4. When I look back, I see that the safeties are backed off. I know it's probably a cover 3 or a cover 1. Those will be my guesses. Going into tendencies, I would read it as a cover 3, not a cover 1, only because if they're running cover 1, they're probably going to press. All right, so let's go ahead and see. The defense is a 3-4 predator. And then we're going to see it's a cover 3. Okay, so it's a cover 3. All right, let's go into the next one. Okay, so I see 3 down linemen. This lets me know this is a dollar with the 3 down linemen, the way they're spread. Let's look at the DBs. To the outside, they're about 5 yards off. This tells me cover 3. Okay, this tells me cover 3 because I know what the cover 3 looks like. They're about 5 yards off. Could be cover 2, but I'm going to say cover 3 or cover 2, but more than likely I'm going to go with cover 3. And it's cover 3 cloud. Cover 3 cloud. Because they're back 5 yards off. Okay, generally that's how the cover 3s work. I think cover 2, they would be still 5 yards off, but when the cover 2, understanding positioning, they are a little bit closer than a dollar just because I've seen a dollar a lot. All right, let's go ahead and read one more. And also, guys, let me know in the comment section how well you read it. If you read it faster than me, if you couldn't read it at all, just let me know. All right, so this immediately is big nickel over G. And let's look at the DBs on the outside here. They're backed off. I'm going to say cover 3. Why would I say cover 3? Okay, instead of cover 4. Because nobody runs a cover 4 quarter. Nobody really runs it because it's terrible. Now, they may have called it, but my read is a cover 3 because nobody calls cover 4 quarter. Could be cover 2, but generally cover 2 is about 5 yards up. And the reason I knew it was big nickel over G is that I see 4 down linemen. I see 2 linebackers in the middle. And those DBs are spread out wide. So that lets me know that it is probably a nickel, big nickel over G. That is the nickel 335 Sam. Still a nickel. And nickel, wait a minute. So this must be a linebacker here. Okay, so this is a linebacker. He wasn't turned in. Looked a little bit different, but I would still see it as a big nickel over G because he's on the line. But the 335 Sam does not have a cover 4 anyway. So let's go ahead and, as you can see, I read it as a cover 3. It was a cover 3. Very easy to beat at that point because all I have to do is send Kelsey on the streak. I already know it's a cover 3. You can send both of them, both the seams, and then kind of read on where they go. So just to understand what you're seeing, look like a big nickel over G. They were a little bit spread wide, which is a positioning thing that I probably should have noticed. In the big nickel over G, they would have been a little bit closer, but still a nickel with the nickel back out there, paying attention to it. So that's pretty much on how you're going to read the defenses. Pay attention to formation, pay attention to the positioning, and pay attention to tendencies. All three of those together are going to help you read defenses a lot better. Okay, you're going to be able to improve the defenses and understand what they can do and what they cannot do. All right, so that's pretty much it for the video, guys. It is your boy DC. Always remember, embrace the hate and hate everybody.